Hi, this is Larry, the old guy from Iowa. Just want to share a recipe I've made for years, and I'm sharing it because a lot of people told me they really liked it, and I like about any breakfast sausage, and there, a lot of them taste a little different, but I think they're all good. This is just one that's worked for me for a long time, and right now Aldi says pork shoulder, boneless for $1.79 a pound. That's some pretty cheap sausage you're going to make, and it's kind of extra lean. The problem you'll have picking out a pork shoulder, I recommend finding the fattest one you can because you're still going to end up with probably no more than 80% a mixture here. And for sausage, you want, maybe even a little more than that for good tasting sausage. But anyway, here's a recipe. I wrote it down. I'm not going to go through the ordeal of having you watch how I make it, but it just involves running it through a grinder basically after you've seasoned it. So this is the recipe, and for each pound, I usually make 3 to 5 pounds, or just, if I buy the pork shoulder, I go by the weight of it, and each pound of it, you're going to add a teaspoon of salt. That's regular salt, not kosher or anything. Half teaspoon dried parsley, and a quarter teaspoon each. That makes the recipe simple, of ground sage, although I put in a little more sage, quite a bit more. Quarter teaspoon black pepper. I do freshly grind it. It's a lot better. Quarter teaspoon dried thyme, and quarter teaspoon crushed red pepper flakes, quarter teaspoon coriander, and the last one I guess would have to be optional. Some people don't care for MSG. It's got a quarter teaspoon is all of accent. And what I do is I just get the pork shoulder and I bone it out and try to get rid of the part that plugs up the grinder, that little, it's not gristle, but whatever you want to say, sinew, I guess you'd call it, if you can. And I cut it into maybe inch cubes or whatever. And then I put a little bit of water with it, maybe a half a cup. Some people use more. And then I mix the spices in by hand with the cubed meat and pork, and put it in the refrigerator for a few hours. That's kind of something you don't really have to do. I think it makes it a little better. And then run it through the grinder on the medium grind, and there you go. Let me know if you make it and like it. I'd appreciate it. Thanks a lot.